Hello everyone! This is episode 3 of Darkwood building. There's a lot more to show today, a lot more exciting. I've decided to build multiple different buildings at once, try to progress the entire place at once rather than just working on one building at a time. That way just the entire place just is coming along together, if that makes sense. So let me show you guys what I've done so far. As you can see already, I have done a lot more. So, first off, we got a little bit more work with this place. Not much, though. Just like a few tweaks every once in a while. Just a couple little things. But, first things is obviously the entrance to the place comes from here, so we needed a stables for people to put their horses. So we got a little stables right here. One second. We got a little stables right here. I really like it. I did not build these stables. I do think there needs to be a little bit of work on obviously that part right there. The rest of this though, I think is really well made. I had someone come in and help me make it. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a big hole in the mountain here. So I was like, I'm not gonna just fill in this. That's too much work. So instead, I made it into a sort of mine of sorts, and then I'm obviously going to make it bigger and bigger later. I think over time, it just makes sense that the mine would get bigger and more would be mined, so that's what I'm going to do as well. Just over time, make it look like time has actually passed. We got these random things here, just growing a little bit of food. I don't know where they came from, but whatever. Still have yet to put a floor here. But, over here, where this main alleyway, and it was supposed to lead into a cave, like a cave district, so we've started digging this out a lot. I had a couple people help dig, and then there's other caves that were already here, so we're gonna extend into that. Right here, I'm gonna dig straight up and have this big opening where you can see the sky, and it's supposed to be like a ritual place during night times, basically, where you can see the moon shine down on the ritual platform. Maybe not a ritual, but more like a shrine, just like a place to pray, basically. I worked on the insides of a few of these places. You know, this is kind of what the walls would look like from the inside. This is kind of the sizing, but it's 3 floors, so if you think this is small, that is okay, because obviously the next floor is slightly bigger, and then has other extra stuff like this balcony, and then the next floor up would be even bigger of a space. So obviously there's a huge thing here. So right here is actually a free build location for the citizens of this place to build their own homes, and if they're not able to build properly, or they're not able, or they just something's wrong, then I will go in and edit them later. It's a lot easier to edit small mistakes than it is to just start something from scratch. So these people, this person needed a roof, and the bottom of their house could use a little bit of work. And then this person has a really nice house, but they need a roof, obviously. And right here is actually something I was building a little dock house for a boat to be constructed. Basically, a boat will be built there, a boat that would travel down this river to Lionscape for trade. Because we don't just magically have boats, we need the boats to be built. So this is where we're gonna have a little area for building boats, and I'll actually build a boat being constructed in there too. And then obviously there's this pathway that loops around, and if we look here, I built a new bridge to go across there, and it goes to this area, which I'll explain what the area on top is later. It's like a platform sort of. But right here along the side of it is a road that goes right across. There's a little area for people to get up in case they fall into the water. And then here's a bridge. I kind of like the bridge. It needs a support in the middle still, but it's good. And then here's a pathway. Obviously the dirt walls look gross, so I was thinking, what can I do to make the dirt walls not look gross? A big overhang thing would be awesome, and that'll also make it so if mobs spawn up top, they will actually, if they walk off, just fall into the water and they can't get onto the platform. So I'm going to extend this overhang. I'm going to extend this overhang right there where my cursor is and take it all the way over to there, all the way to the side. That way people are completely safe to walk down this pathway without mobs coming off of the hill. And then up here we'll have pathways going up, a little thing right there, whatever it's going to be, just like a little courtyard area, and then pathway down, because there's a perfect little square between all these buildings. And so let's go look actually at what I have made over here. So this is obviously very different. I think last time you guys saw it, there was a marriage place. This was an island that was super grassy and had trees all over it. No grass here now. Actually, there's a little bit of grass like right down the side. But this is the graveyard. The matriarch died here, pretty much right here on the spot. We're going to build like a tomb here later. But so it's a perfect location for the graveyard. Here's a little offshoot island of the graveyard too. I don't know what's going to go there. Probably some me when I die. That's reserved for me. I'm just kidding. I don't know what'll go there, but I just cut myself. It's fine. I will bandage myself up later. Right here's going to be the entrance to the catacombs. Basically, it's going to be where the bodies actually are. So there'll be tombstones above, but below the tombstones, you'll actually be able to walk up to the coffins where the bodies are held. This is just because, you know, we're dark elves. It's not like we're trying to hide our dead and never see them again. Like, some of us are necromancers. Some of us want to attempt to revive the dead. Some of us, you know, it's just, some of us like to see our dead. It doesn't bother us to see a decaying body. So, if someone wanted to go see their dead, they can go into the catacombs and go see, like, their dead loved one from 5 years ago. And then here's just a little balcony type place, just an area to look outside. Obviously, I'm going to have to change this dirt, and I'm going to dig all this out to make, like, catacombs, and then underneath the catacombs will be another layer of catacombs that will be, like, an even creepier catacombs. But we just got to hope no one, you know, steals dead bodies, which will probably happen, but whatever. Here's the bridge up close. This is how I decided to make the entrance. I wanted to make some sort of, like, grand side things. I don't know if this is grand, but it's good enough. And you walk onto it. Here's a little midsection where it gets kind of wider. And you'll notice that it's not tall enough for a large boat to go under, which that's, you know, that's fine. Like, if you go up this river anyways, you'll be heading northern towards, like, Dominion territory. So this bridge is essentially blocking large boats. And only small boats, basically trading boats or rowboats, will be able to get through. No sails, I don't think, unless they're like a 5-block tall boat. And obviously you can see why I need to finish the overhang because of the insane amount of mobs here. Until we get buildings up there, of course. And I'm assuming once this overhang stuff is done, people are going to want to build on the overhang, because that's just pretty cool. And then I'm going to try to let people, like, if you'll notice right across from here, there's actually a little section where someone has boats you can sail into their house. Like, I'm totally cool with that. What I did was I just made the path go over it, so that way, you know, it's kind of fitting. Maybe that path needs to be edited a little bit. I'm not really sure. I like the walkway, but yeah, if, like, let's say someone wanted to build a building on the other side of the dock house too, that's perfectly fine to go against the water. I'm gonna want to put a road, like, around it though, maybe, most likely. I just kind of like it. I like the idea. Now keep in mind, this is a village, yes, and I understand it does look big. You got to keep in mind that this dock right here is actually the line. Basically, this building right there is the line between village and outpost. So, let me kill this guy right here real quick. So basically, from this building over across the river, about, I think, 75 blocks is the village. So it would probably be from that building to slightly past that far building over there is all village land. So all this along the river can be villages and stuff. There can be probably fitting like 8 more buildings over there. We will put more buildings, obviously. Not all of them will be houses, though, because we're limited on how many people can live here. I think we have room for 7 more Dark Elves to live here. 7, like, new characters to exist. Because a lot of Lunar Elves live in private plots. That's some side information, though. And then everything from this building up there is actually the outpost, right? So this building's on the line, meaning, you know, if people live there, it can technically count as village population, or it can count as outpost population, whichever we decide. Up there is where a giant citadel castle is going to be built, which is going to be one of the last things I build, probably. Like, I'm not sure when I'm going to start it, but We don't have a matriarch right now anyways. I don't think we're going to have one for about 2 weeks. I have the next matriarch in mind, but it's going to be a while until they're at the matriarch. And then we still have plans to make a bridge where you can see the road way over there. We still have plans to make a bridge. Let me get a little higher shot for you guys. Right here is the dock and the building that's being constructed. There's the stables right there and the mine in the back. There's the graveyard right there. Graveyard Island is what I call it. This is Bridget the Bridge. That's what I call this bridge. And here's the pathway with the overhang. And then this is where the buildings are going to be right there. So I think it's coming along greatly. I think it's really cool how there's a village with medium-sized buildings extending around a river. I think that's an amazing idea. I love how the graveyard is so central, as if it's not weird to us at all to just bury our dead in the middle of a city. You know, like, it really... And at the same time, you know, we're pursuing this dark, like, this place does look creepy-ish a little bit. You don't come in here and be like, I'm gonna die here. You're gonna come here and be like, this place is a little bit creepy, but, you know, it's kind of cool. So, that's what I was going for. Creepy, but not scary, if that makes sense. So, we got to grow more spruce trees. We got to do a lot more of stuff here. And I think it's coming along really nicely. I will make another video probably not crazy soon, because there's a lot of building I got to do. But I'll keep you guys updated. If you want to see me actually do building within these building videos, let me know. I kind of prefer to do these just updates and stuff like that, where you guys can see everything I've done. I can throw in a couple like time lapses of some of my building too. I'll maybe try that in my next episode. So just let me know if you guys have any like ideas or suggestions or complaints. Like, you know, I want to try to make this actually interesting so that people actually want to watch this. So, thanks for watching, guys, and see you later.